Once upon a time, in a small village called Oho, something strange happened. There was a market that appeared only at midnight. But it was not like any other market. You couldn't buy food or clothes there. You couldn't buy toys or sweets. The only thing sold at this market was time. Nobody knew how it started. Some people said it was magic, others said it was a trick. But what everyone knew was that the market of time was real. And only the bravest people dared to go there. It all started with a young boy named Timi. Timi was 10 years old. He lived with his mother, who was always busy working in the fields, and his little sister, Bola, who was only 4 years old. Timi was a kind boy, but he was always curious. He loved to explore and ask questions. One night, after everyone in the village had gone to sleep, Timi heard whispers outside his window. "Timi," the voices called. "Come to the market of time. Come see what you can find." Timi sat up in bed. The market of time, he whispered to himself. He had heard stories about it from the village elders. They said that people who were brave enough to go to the market could buy more time or even sell their time. But the stories also said it was dangerous. Curiosity got the best of Timi. He quietly tiptoed out of his house, making sure not to wake his mother or little Bola. The night was dark, and the moon was high in the sky. As he walked down the empty village street, he saw something he had never seen before. There, at the end of the road, was a bright light. It flickered like a lantern, and as Timi got closer, he saw that it was coming from a group of stalls. The stalls were filled with clocks and hourglasses. Old men and women stood behind the stalls, whispering softly. "Come, young boy," one of the women called. She was very old, with gray hair and eyes that seemed to glow in the dark. "Are you here to buy or sell?" Timi was confused. "Buy or sell what?" he asked. "Time," the old woman said with a smile. "We only sell time here." Timi looked around at the strange market. People were holding small bottles of light. Others were looking at sound flowing through hourglasses. Each stall had something different, but everything had to do with time. "Can I buy time?" Timi asked. He had never thought about buying time before. The old woman nodded. "Yes, you can. But be careful. Time is not free. If you buy it, you must use it wisely." Timi thought for a moment. "How much is time?" he asked. The old woman laughed softly. "That depends. You can buy 1 hour for a simple task, like sweeping the floors. Or, you can buy a whole year, but that will cost you much more." Timi had no idea what to say. How could someone sell time? It didn't make sense to him, but he was curious. "I want to buy 1 hour," Timi said. The old woman reached under her stall and pulled out a small glass bottle. Inside the bottle, there was a glowing light. It was bright, and it flickered like a tiny flame. "This is 1 hour," the woman said. "To buy it, you must give me something in return." Timi frowned. "What do I have to give you?" The woman looked at him closely. "You can give me one memory. It can be a happy memory, or it can be a sad one. But once you give it to me, you will never remember it again." Timi wasn't sure. He didn't want to forget anything. But the idea of having more time was exciting. "Okay," Timi said. "I'll give you a memory of my last birthday party." The old woman smiled. She waved her hand, and Timi felt a strange tingle in his head. Suddenly, he couldn't remember his birthday party anymore. It was gone, just like that. "Here is your hour," the old woman said, handing him the glowing bottle. Timi took it carefully and thanked the woman. He hurried back home, excited to see what he could do with the extra time. The next morning, Timi woke up early. He still had the bottle of time in his pocket. He wondered what would happen if he opened it. He had so many things to do that day. He had to help his mother in the field, play with Bola, and finish his schoolwork. Maybe the extra hour would make everything easier. After breakfast, when his mother went out to work, Timi decided to open the bottle. As soon as he twisted the cap, the glowing light flew out and surrounded him. Everything around him seemed to slow down. The birds, the trees, and even the wind moved slowly. Timi realized that he had an extra hour that nobody else had. He could do anything he wanted, and no one would notice. He decided to use the time to play with Bola. They played hide and seek, ran around the yard, and laughed. Timi felt like the luckiest boy in the world. When the hour was over, everything returned to normal. The birds sang, the wind blew, and the sun moved across the sky. Timi smiled. The market of time was real, and he had just used his first bottle of time. As the days went on, Timi couldn't stop thinking about the market of time. He wondered what it would be like to have more time. He wanted to buy another bottle, but he didn't have any more memories he wanted to give up. He liked his memories, and he didn't want to forget anything important. But Timi's curiosity grew. One night, he decided to visit the market again. He crept out of bed and walked to the stalls. The old woman was there, waiting for him. "Back again?" she asked with a grin. Timi nodded. "I want to buy more time," he said. The old woman raised her eyebrow. "Do you have another memory to give me?" Timi thought hard. He didn't want to lose another memory, but he wanted more time. "I don't want to give up a memory this time," he said. The old woman tapped her chin. "Then you can give me something else. How about a piece of your future?" Timi was confused. "A piece of my future?" The old woman nodded. "Yes, I will take 1 hour from your future. When you are older, you will have 1 less hour to live. In exchange, I will give you another hour today." Timi hesitated. He wasn't sure if he wanted to give up his future time, but the idea of having more time now was too tempting. He agreed. The old woman gave him another glowing bottle. Timi took it and rushed home. Timi used the new bottle of time the next day. Everything slowed down again, and he felt like he had all the time in the world. But something strange started happening. He noticed that his mother looked tired, more tired than usual. "Are you okay, Mama?" Timi asked. His mother smiled weakly. "I'm just tired, my son. I feel like there's not enough time in the day." Timi felt a pang of guilt. He realized that while he was using extra time, other people seemed to be losing it. His mother didn't have as much time as she used to, and she was getting older faster. Timi started to worry. He didn't want to make his family suffer. He decided to go back to the market of time one last time to find out the truth. That night, Timi went back to the market. The old woman was waiting for him again. "Back so soon?" she asked. Timi frowned. "Why is my mother losing time?" The old woman's smile faded. "Time is a tricky thing," she said. "When you take extra time, it has to come from somewhere. It comes from the people around you. They lose time so you can have more." Timi's heart sank. "So, my mother is losing time because of me?" The old woman nodded. "Yes, and so is your sister. Everyone around you is giving up a little bit of their time so you can have more." Timi felt tears in his eyes. He didn't want his family to lose time. He didn't want them to grow old faster because of him. "I don't want any more time," Timi said. "I want to give it back." The old woman smiled sadly. "Once you've taken time, you can give it back. But you can stop taking more." Timi nodded. He had learned an important lesson. Time was precious, and it wasn't something to play with. He thanked the old woman and walked away from the market of time, vowing never to return. From that day on, Timi never visited the market of time again. He learned to appreciate the time he had, and he used it wisely. He spent more time helping his mother, playing with Bola, and enjoying the simple things in life. He realized that time wasn't something you could buy or sell. It was a gift, and the best way to use it was by spending it with the people you love. The market of time disappeared after that night. Some say it moved to another village, while others believe it was just a dream. But Timi knew the truth. He had learned that time was the most valuable thing in the world, and he promised never to waste it again. And so, Timi lived happily, knowing that every moment was a treasure. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss interesting stories like this one. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.